Thank you. All right, Jordan is going to introduce Coach Johnson. Jordan.
Good morning, everyone. I'm back, but this time I'm here to introduce a man who is close to my heart. He wears many hats. He is a husband, son, friend, teacher, coach, entrepreneur, but most of all, he's my dad. Show some love to the 2021-22 Houston County Teacher of the Year, 2021-22 6A Coach of the Year, the food dude himself, Coach Danielle Johnson.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? All right. I'm gonna give y'all a little history with y'all. Know my name now, Danielle Johnson. When I was here back in 2015, they called me Coach Dan. A lot of y'all kids, y'all was like in elementary school, I think, when I left. I'm married to my beautiful wife, Christy. I'm father of 2 kids, which you know, Jordan and Corey. My mom is over here in the stand. Her name is Maxine Johnson. And I know y'all thinking, what does a man with the name Danielle? It could have been worse. I was told if I was born a girl, my name would be Celestine. And the thing about that is, if it would have been Celestine, I would have had to change my name. All right. Let me give a little background on me. I grew up in a big town called Acorn, about 10 minutes from here. About 10 minutes south of Chauncey. You can't miss it because it got a mall, skating rink, all type of restaurants, and a big church. No, I'm just playing. I went to Chauncey. I was in Chauncey County, Miss Louis, you know, anybody in the Chauncey County? Then transitioned to the middle school. Then I was a Warrior. And then when I left there, I came to the high school. But Indian, well, I'm wearing this Hoko shirt right now, but you know, once an Indian, always Indian. And I'm gonna try to brag on myself just a little bit. I put a few awards up there, well, helped put a few awards up there on that wall. So 93, 95, 96, region champs. Football over here, 95, region champs. And that long circle up there under the boards is the 95 state champion. I really miss those days a lot during basketball season, especially when the state tournament started. I remember like it was yesterday, March 11th, 1995. I will never forget that day. I hate to name out people, certain people, but I got to give a shout out to one of the people that during my school career that really helped me out. Because coming up, up until 8th grade, I had a real bad attitude. You know, I thought it was all about me. Was real mean to my mom, you know, single parent home. You know, she did everything she could, but I still didn't understand it, you know. But I'm gonna give a shout out. And some of y'all may know him, and I know some of y'all do know him. His name is John Marshall Peacock. When I stepped onto the high school campus, over at the old school, he would stand by his truck. Yeah, him and all the coaches used to stand by his truck. And he made sure that we ate breakfast, and he made sure we checked our classes. He made sure we were doing everything we were supposed to do in class. You knew not to get in trouble in school because you knew you had to go see Coach Peacock. 6'4", about 350 pounds, and he was a guy, you know. But I really appreciated that guy because he would help mold me into the person that I am. Never been in jail, never got in trouble. Got a little trouble in high school one time, went to ISIS one time, but Mr. Corbett was the principal at that time. And when Mr. Corbett was talking about sending us all to the YDC, Coach Peacock stepped in. And when Coach Peacock stepped in, that changed my life. And I said, you know what, Daniel, it's time to do it right now. You know? And the message that I want to give today was about, I know everybody here is not an athlete. but I want to talk about being a student athlete, okay? The thing about being a student athlete is you held to a different standard, okay? And when you held to a different standard, that means other kids that are not able to play sports, they look at you in a different way. They look at you as being leaders. And when they look at you as being leaders, then you got to do the right thing. And in class, like I say, I was that kid that, played around. Like I said, when I was in Miss Lewis' class, every time she turned her head around, we would take some paper, ball it up, and we played basketball in class all the time, And the point I'm trying to make is take pride in your education. Take pride in your education. I made a four-year degree into almost an 8-year degree because I was not focused like I was supposed to. But luckily now, thankfully now, y'all have the dual enrollment type stuff, so y'all can get y'all college credits and all that stuff before college started. But the route that I took some time off. I went to work at the YDC, went to work at the YDC. So I done dealt with all different type kids, like from different levels. I worked at the DAC when I left here, I was working at the DAC. And then when I went from the DAC to maybe like 30 kids, and then I got to Houston County with maybe 2,100 kids. Now, I pick at Jordan all the time because everybody always say, Dan, you talk to everybody. Coach, you talk to everybody. My thing is this, I talk to everybody because you never know when somebody's having a bad day. Your good morning, or hey, how you doing? That kind of stuff goes a long way. Because my kids up there at Hoko, they always in my room. When I coach girls basketball, that's another transition that I mean. I know I'm everywhere when I'm saying stuff, but I want to touch bases on a whole bunch of different other things. I coach girls basketball. I never thought I would coach girls basketball, but I didn't think I had the patience. But one thing about coaching girls, I can't say. You learn a lot every single day. It's a different thing, a different process. You have to approach stuff totally different. But I appreciate everything that a lot of people in this gym right now have done. I call him Coach Hodges, but it's Mr. Hodges. He gave me my first football job. And working with him, it was always intense. But I learned how to handle, different type of kids. He used to tell us all the time, Danielle, the kids that do everything you tell them to do on the first try, you won't even remember them. It's the kids that you have to talk to over and over and over again on the kids that you will always remember. Now I think he stole that from Coach P, but it's always instilled, and that's what I try to instill in my kids that, time's gonna be hard. But like I said, if you take care of that classroom and you make sure you're taking the right classes. Like in my case, I didn't take my foreign language. All right, so if I take the foreign language, you could go D1. Now, was I a D1 basketball player? I don't know. I know it looks like I'm probably an offensive lineman right now. But I actually pretty good in basketball. So I went to a junior college. In Mississippi, 6.5 hours away, East Central Community College. Went out there for 2 years, and then I left there, graduated from there, and I went to Blue Parker College. Played basketball there, and like I say, that was still something that I still wasn't 100% focused on my work like I was supposed to be, and I actually had to sit out a semester. So when I sat out that semester, I had to try to get home before Blue Parker sent my grades to the house. So I was standing in the mailbox like I had a check in there. But the reason I had to stand in the mailbox is because I knew if my granddad got my grades, I knew it was gonna be a bad day. So I had to sit out. GPA dropped drastically. So I worked at Winn-Dixie for about a year. Did a bunch of hours at Winn-Dixie, and then this is what was sad, doing all those hours at Winn-Dixie, and then you look at your check, and it's almost $200, And that wasn't the life that I wanted. Not no knock to anybody that worked in addiction like that. It's just that was not for me. You know, so I asked Coach Jones, which y'all probably don't know Coach Jones. He was the coach that coached me on that state championship team. I asked him one day, I said, Coach, how do you survive over the summertime, you know, as far as getting paid? And he said, Daniel, we still get paid. I said, that's what I want to do. I said, you can go the whole summer and not work and get paid, coach football and basketball. I said, I can do it, you know. And so that was my choice on what led me to want to be a basketball coach. And then when Ms. Lewis called me and told me, I'm not good at speaking in front of a lot of people. I didn't realize there was this many kids in this school. If I knew it was this many, I probably wouldn't answer the phone for Ms. Lewis. But that made me feel real good for her to reach out to me and want to come speak to the kids. All right? The basketball team, I just want to mention y'all. I haven't had a chance to check y'all out, but I will check y'all out today. It is amazing what Coach Hamilton and Coach Jordan is doing right here with your basketball program. I'm real excited about y'all, but like the thing about it is, always think about it is, Coach Jones used to tell us this: we want to state championship. Why not y'all? You know, why not y'all? You may not believe it, but I keep reference to Coach B. I keep reference to Coach B, and I'm going to forever reference to it. But he used to tell us all the time, whatever you do during the day, it will affect your game later on that night. So that means if you're giving the teachers a hard time, if you just cut it up, you know, your game will not be at the top when it's time to play. It's three things: eat right, sleep right, and do right. That was his three things. And those are I live by right now. And I see a lot of kids in here that I don't know. I know some of y'all, but I don't know a lot of y'all. But I see a lot of kids in here that I just have this feeling that I see a lot of promise in, you know, and not necessarily when we're talking about sports, you know. It's way more important things than sports. You know, we need the doctors, we need the lawyers, we need all this type of stuff. That's why when it says student athlete, the student part is really what sticks out. Because without your education, I'm telling you, it's hard out there. It's hard. I went to school, finally got my master's, and I was thinking, okay, I got my master's, you know, everything will be good, you know, but still, it had got to the point where, you know, I had to think of something else. When COVID hit, I was sitting at the house. I was weighing, before COVID hit, I was weighing about 220. COVID hit, I got up to 262 pounds. Because the only thing I was doing was sitting around the house just eating and sleeping, laying on the sofa, trying to figure out. And I said, well, you got to do something, because you're going to have to call somebody. You're going to have to call an emergency room to get you off the sofa. So what I did was, I came up with something. I said, you know what? I called my mom. I said, Mom, you know what I'm thinking I'm going to do? She said, what's that? I said, I'm starting a food truck. You know? And she said, Danielle, I don't see it. I said, well, Mom, it ain't for you to see. I'm just letting you know what my thoughts are, you know? And so, went through the process, and it was a hard process. It was a hard process. But it came back from, you know, when you're in school and you're taking a math class, and you say, why do we have to take this class? Because I'll never use it again. You know, the point I'm trying to make is, I didn't take math too seriously because I was always calling it basketball. But since I started my food truck, math is real important. Because if you go out and spend $500 on food, but you don't make but $200, what does that mean? That means it's losing, right? right. So, we're not in it to lose. You're not in it to lose. Sports, not even to lose in life. You know, everybody got some type of importance somewhere, somehow. And I know Ms. Lewis wants me to talk for 30 minutes, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. I can talk, but I don't know if I can talk 30 minutes today. The major point that I want to say is this. The major point I want to say is this. Listen to your teachers. Listen to your counselors. Listen to your coaches. Listen to your parents. Listen to your parents. Because I turned 45 2 weeks ago. And when I turned 45 2 weeks ago, I still talk to my mom every day. You know, I still borrow things from my mom, you know. And there's nothing wrong with it. The main thing I try to borrow from her most of the time is advice, you know, because I still talk to my old coaches, I still talk to my old teachers, I still do all that stuff because they laid the foundation. They laid the foundation for me to try to be a better person, try to be a better teacher, try to be a better student when I was in school. Some of these teachers here that I went to school with, some of y'all parents, I want to say, I bet you most of y'all parents, I went to school with, all right? Like some of y'all parents, I'm sure I played basketball and football. So when you get home, you ask them, do they know Daniel Johnson? What they call me when I was at East Coach Dan. But I'm gonna end because I'm gonna say that I really appreciate the influence. I thank you for inviting. I really appreciate the hospitality from everybody here. And then my thing is, one day in the future, I hope I can make my way back to Dodge County. Thank y'all. Have a blessed day.